Hey there, welcome. I feel like I'm really low in my chair tonight. So, how are you? Happy Thursday night. Let's make a card. And tonight we are just using our trimmer, a couple of punches, and our stamps. This is a really cool card that one of my inspirations shared this week. Ronda Wade, and I love her work and her training. She's a wonderful mentor. So this is a Ronda card, and I just thought it was super cool. I did put my own little twist on it, but it's similar to what she showed us. The construction of the card is what Ronda shared. So let me know when you're here. Be sure to pop in, give me some thumbs up, maybe a heart if you're really happy to see me. And remember, if you share this video, you will be entered to win. Hello, ladies. You'll be entered to win one of the stamp sets I've used this week. It might not be this one, but I have lots of others to share. So it'll be a stamp set that we've shared this week, and I'm excited. Remember, if you place an order, I have a little something to send to you. Did notice that today the cake punch is back in stock, so if you've been waiting for that one, I would grab it really quick. Nothing is staying very long lately. Stuff is there and I say, oh, it's there, and then it's not there. So, hey, Mary Lou, welcome. So, the Occassions Catalog is until the end of April. It's a bit. It's not the end of this month. I think it's the end of April. Penny, you mean for the 31 catalogs? Yes. I just haven't gotten them out today. I got a lot of them packaged today, but I didn't get to the post office yet. I am going away this weekend to a stamping event. Actually, Mary Lou is going to be going to, we're going to Maine. That is assuming that the storm that's threatening holds off till I get over the mountain tomorrow morning. So yeah, the 31. Yes, Penny. That's what I mean. I don't know if that's what I said, but yes, you did, and I didn't mail them all yet. I mailed some today, but I still have more to go. They'll come in a pink envelope. All right. Okay. So let's get going with what our card is for tonight. It's really kind of cool, and we don't need to do too much work, but a little bit. Okay, so what you're going to want is your trimmer, and I will put the Kathy, you could be very right, but I promise I will check and I'll post it right here because I should know that information, and tonight I don't seem to know, but I'll check on it for you. So you're going to start with a piece. I'm using the Daisy Delight stamp set. I hope you remember this one. This is a really cool one. And our Daisy Punch. That's in the annual catalog, so you don't need to worry. Yes, Patty, there is. And then I'm also going to use the 1 3/8 scalloped punch. Don't need that one. I'm going to use some mini glue dots. I just grabbed this ribbon because it was bright and springy. So I'm also using Daffodil Delight. I'm using Gingham Gala paper. And what else am I using? Oh, Daffodil Delight. Okay, so let's get going. First thing you're going to do is you are going to cut your Whisper White, but it's a little different in size. It's going to be 8 by 5. So I'm going to cut off a 1/2 inch off of this side. So this is only 8 and this is 5. I'm going to score it at 4 inches. Okay? This is the only tricky part. So your trimmer comes in really handy. You can kind of see where I scored it right there. All right. I'm going to put the score right back in the groove, right in the middle. Let me zoom in so that you can see. And I'm going to put a little mark most of my stuff is packed. I'm going to put a little mark at 1.5, just a little, so I can see it, just tiny. Okay? And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to put you at 1.5. No cutting. Just line you up at 1.5, and I'm going to mark right here. All right, so see those two? 1.5 on either side of the fold, which is right in the middle. Then I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to line it up along the top, and at 2.5, I'm going to put a mark here. Okay? So I have 3 marks on my card. This is going to go on the inside. It's not going to show, so it doesn't really matter. 1.5, 1.5, 2.5. Now I have to score. I'm going to score from this line to this line, from this line to this line. So I'm going to line it up in here. And now I find it really hard to see where I want it. So the easiest way for me was to do this. And I'm going to line up that little dot, make sure it's right in the little ridge, the little hole, and this one too. So line them both up. Then when you close this down, make sure you don't have the cutting blade. And you can see that it lines up right through the hole. Can you see it? And then I bring the score blade down and go over it a couple times. And then I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing on this side. Now if you didn't get your mark so that you can see it on the other side, you might need to bring it over a little. And I'm going to line you up so that you are right in there, and so are you. Make sure you're using the scoring blade and score. All right? That's the tricky part. We're done with the hard part. Now, I'm going to fold along that score line. To make sure that you got it scored really well. Clearly I didn't. And I'm going to fold this in like so. All right. And then I need my bone folder. I can't find anything tonight. Here it is. And you really want to make sure this is scored. So let's figure that out again, okay? So you mark 1.5, 1.5, 2.5. Score diagonal. And then when you bring it, you kind of tuck this little piece inside. And then we're going to flip it over and do it the other way. It kind of pops in, but you just kind of have to talk to it a little. And the reason I want it to go the other way is I want the marks that I made to be on the back side, not in the inside. And you want to make sure that you've got your score line good and straight. If it got a little crooked, you can fix it. I'm using regular Whisper White. I'll show you the thick. It's almost too thick. This is the thick. And it's okay, but it's really, I don't even know if you can tell the difference in the weight. It's definitely too heavy for me, because you're going to do this. This is the inside. All right, so there's that. Now this is my card outside, and this is my normal 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, normal A2 card. I'm going to take some tear tape. Because of this fold and this movement, I want to make sure this is going to stick. So I'm going to run a piece of tear tape right across the top. On both sides. And then I'm just going to use my snail for the rest. And I'm going to line this up. pull this off, these little pieces, just one side at a time. And I want to make sure that this lines up where I want it. And then once it's down, then I can do this side. And snail. And then just bring this over. And make sure we're good. And then when I open my card, right? Isn't that cute? And you don't see my marks. They're inside, so you don't see them. There's my card. Well, now we've got to we're going to do some flowers on here. Now the daisies are what's going to go on there. But let me do the front too. On the front of my card, I'm going to do this Whisper White. And this is 3 3/4 by 5. Again, the sketch is in, or will be, in the free class for this 2019. And then I can either use this side or the little. I'm going to go with a little check from the Gingham Gala. But before I put it down, I'm going to do, we've done this trick before, but it's been a while. This is the bow trick. You take your pen, and I'm going to wrap the ribbon around it and tie a knot. And then a double knot. This is such elegant ribbon. The satin is just amazing. And then pull out my pen. And then I'm going to set this on here just around this one so that my tails hide in the back. Okay, then take my scissor and cut down the middle on a diagonal, and I have the cutest little bow tails, right? So cute. Okay, now you're ready to lay down. Right here. Okay, so there's the decorating on the front of my card. I've got your thoughtfulness brightened my day. And I don't know that I want it to go on this. It might be a little busy. So I've got a piece of Whisper White left right here. So I'm going to put it on that. And I'm going to use my Matchy Matchy Daffodil Delight. No, I'm not, because you really can't even see it. See, you can see it, but it's too pale. Too pale. So let's go with, what color are you? Calypso Coral. So let's go with some Calypso Coral. And that'll be a little brighter, and we'll be able to see it better. Much better. And now, it doesn't really fit any of my punches. Like, it would be great if it would fit this one, but it's too thin. This is too thin. So that doesn't really work. I can take some of the others, but they tend to be a little too big. So the easiest way is to use your trimmer when you've got something like this. So let's bring in the trimmer. And I'm going to trim along the bottom. And what's awesome is I can line this up. Let's zoom you guys in. See, I can line up exactly this kind of, it starts to get, there's a line right here. You can see it on your trimmer. Move that out of the way. And I'm going to cut right along the bottom. Nice and straight, so I don't need to worry that I stamped it straight. And I'm going to flip it over and do the same on this side. And make sure that line is going right through. And then I'm going to just cut you off nice and straight right here. And then on this end, I'm going to just go on a diagonal. All right, super easy. Looks almost like a fortune cookie. And that's going to go right here. And because I want it to kind of pop up, I'm going to take some more of the Calypso Coral. And I'm just going to tap the edge a la Debbie. This is a Debbie Pinson trick. And let it dry a little, but you can see that it's got like this shadow edging now. Looks really cool. I'm going to give it some dimensionals. We haven't even started the inside yet. That's going to go right there. And then I need a daffodil or a daisy on the front, so I'm going to take this. And I'm going to go with the Calypso Coral because that seemed to look really good. Just another piece of Whisper White left over. And I'm going to take my daisy. And I need 2 daisies. So there's one. And there's 2. All right, now I'm going to line up my daisy punch. Around my daisy, make sure I get it all the way in there. Now if you don't, you can always trim your paper if you have to, but you just got to keep spinning until it fits. There we go. Right? Squeeze. There's one. And then let's come over here and see if we can get this one. And see, this is kind of in my way right here. So I'm just going to take my scissor and get rid of it. And then it fits in there much better. Get it where you want it. And I just kind of squeeze down where I think I want it. And if it's not perfect, it's not the end of the world. And then we're going to set them up like this. But we want to curve them a little. We're going to use our bone folder. Don't get too carried away. Be a little ginger or you will end up with one. You'll be doing he loves me not. And we don't really mean to do that. Just give it a little bit of something. Then I put a dimensional in the middle. And then the next one. There is a center stamp. I never get it to look right. It always kind of, it's not my favorite. So what I do is take my little circle punch. This is an all punch night. Line those up, right? Cute, huh? Then I'm going to take my itty bitty little punch. This is I want my 1/2 inch punch. It's super little. And I'm going to do the gingham because I want it to kind of tie together. And I'm going to use the little. And then that is going to go right there. Then one more dimensional. And this is going on the front of my card. So this is going to go right here. So there's the front, but we've still got to do this, right? Okay, so here's the trick. We're going to take this gingham. Now there are some little flower punches. I don't happen to own any. I have the daisy. So I thought, well, we're going to make this daisy work. So I need 4 daisies. So I'm going to punch these out of my gingham. If it gets stuck, you can punch your way out sometimes. If it gets stuck in there, sometimes it does. Okay, so there's 4. But if I try to stick these in here, they're almost too big. I could use 1 maybe down here, but they're almost too big. So what I did was take the 1 3/8 scallop, and I slide my daisy in and line it up in the middle. Now, this is the trickiest part of the whole thing, is getting this in the middle. When it does, you just squeeze. And now you have this cute little daisy, right? So we're going to do the same thing with this one. Get in there. It's getting all your petals to go where they belong. Whoops. Not too far. There's 2. But with a ripple around the edge, it really does look kind of like a real flower. Okay, couple more. Makes a big mess. Lots of scraps. And if it's not exact, it doesn't really matter. And then keep going. There. Now, I told you Rhonda was my inspiration. She didn't do this. She had a really cute little 4 blossom punch, but I knew I had this one and it would work. So now I need to do the same kind of thing with my petals, but the easiest way is to just kind of fold them all in. Be gentle, it's still paper, but you want to get them all folded in. You can use this if you need to get a little curl, but it's really not all that critical. And then I'm going to use my mini glue dot because I don't need any more dimension inside this card. And I'm going to pop that on here, but I need the center. Well, remember I used the little 1/2 inch one and it worked great. So this time I'm going to use the Daffodil Delight. I thought I had a little piece, but I guess I don't. So I'm going to use my Daffodil Delight, and I need 4 of these. All right. And another glue dot. And pop you in. And now I could stamp it if I wanted. And I'm going to pop you there. Same kind of thing. Push my flower petals. Patty, I'll show you all of them. This one is 1 3/8. This itty bitty one is a 1/2 inch. And then the daisy doesn't have a size. It's just the daisy punch. I find I use my circle punches a lot because they're just, you never know what size you're going to need. So I have quite a few. Now you could do these out of any kind of scrap paper. You don't have to use the same ones. And it doesn't take much. Punches are great for using your scraps. And one more. And I could put another one in. I could put a big daisy in if I wanted. There. And then when I fold, I kind of crunch my flowers And when they pop up, they're still good. Right? Isn't that cute? Since we're getting a snowstorm. So your thoughtfulness brightened my day. And then on the inside, I can do thank you. I love the way that the font on this thank you. So I'm going to do that with Calypso Coral. And we are good to go. Right? Alrighty. Well, let's pick up a little so that you can see what we've got. So what did we use? It really didn't take much. It was two half sheets of paper. And then this was one 6x6. Gave us this. And these scraps, and then this was the rest of my Whisper White. So probably a couple pieces of paper, a piece of ribbon, and you're good to go. Really, really not that complicated, but it looks like you are just the cat's meow. And yes, it will fit in a regular envelope. It's going to be a little lumpy, so it's probably going to need a little extra postage, but it will fit. All right. Well, have a wonderful weekend, everybody. I will see you again on Monday. And I'm off to Stampin' Up! All weekend. I'll see you soon. Bye. Oh, wait. See how the flower petals look on the pattern paper. Oh, if I stamped on the pattern paper, Penny? Is that what you mean? I almost hung up on you. So you want me to stamp on this? Okay. Yes, you may. Thanks, Robin. Penny, I almost hung up. They look pretty cool. They really do. Yep. And you can also do a stamp off. So you stamp and then you just stamp the next one without re-inking. And you get a different look, but it's still pretty cool too. Thanks, everybody. All right, Penny, thanks for asking. That was a great question. And I will see you on Monday. Bye. Thanks, all of you.